Time now to head back to the kitchen and check in with John, who's with JR from JR's Old Packing House Cafe. John?
JR cooking up something the whole family can enjoy.
Well, John, we're going to start off with the ones that are already made up because, and then we'll make one up just so that we have more or less a finished product when we're getting there. So we take the beef roll up, put that there.
What do you call this?
I'm going to call it stuffed steak.
Okay.
And then we can take in some peppers and onions, all the most colorful ones you can find, obviously, so it fits in really well. And we use red onions and yellow onions and all kinds of colors there. Then over here we have where we can start. So we're going to start off with some fresh spinach. It's going to be a stuffed steak, so we got some fresh spinach. You're going to get your veggies in, so you can tell your kids to have veggies, or while the in-laws are bothering you and you're doing something in the kitchen, gives you a perfect reason to be busy.
There you go. What do you call that piece of beef there? Is that
this is London broil, flank steak or London broil.
Okay.
You kind of want to get you're going to want to flatten it out as much as you can, and you'll see why in a minute. Season it. You might want to marinate it overnight with garlic and Worcestershire sauce, salt and pepper, and then we take some mozzarella. The other thing neat about this stuff, all the stuff that falls out of the stuffing, you can put right back in, and we can cook it. Then I also made a pesto with cilantro instead of basil. And basically how this works is you just push it right over. And it goes like this. And then you take your skewers, and as you see, pretty easy. Unwrap it. Let it sit for a minute. Might want to refrigerate it for a minute so it gets nice and stiffens up a little bit, and then you just skewer it. And then while you're going over here, got these nice little sticks, and you can just turn it over. And then this is one of those dishes, you know, if you have a wife like mine, she doesn't like too many pots in the dishes when you're all done at home. So this is one of those dishes you can almost do all in one setup. And then as that goes on like that, all we're looking for is for it to turn brown on one side. You can probably stick it in the oven for about 10 to 12 minutes afterwards.
So you just brown it and then finish it in the oven?
Yeah. We're going to go ahead and make the sauce now, though, even though it's not quite where we wanted it.
So it looks like you added some garlic, chopped garlic there.
A little more butter.
A little butter.
And again, if the in-laws are over, we want to add a little wine. Try not to drink too much of it, so you have a little bit for the beef. And as that's doing that, we'll add some mushrooms. So this will be the brown on the bottom, and then the pesto sauce will go on top, and like so. And
what kind of wine are you using there, Jeff?
I like using Merlot or Cab.
Okay. So a medium-bodied red of some
yeah.
sort.
Yeah. And let that come up to a nice boil or simmer while it does its thing. And there we go. And in a little while, you'll come up with a dish similar to this.
So how long does it take for the sauce to kind of boil down and turn into that?
About 10-15 minutes.
That's about it, huh? Okay.
Pretty quick, yes, because we're going to do that. So anyhow, at the end of the day, you're going to have a brown gravy on the bottom with your mushrooms, and then you're going to have your skewers that come straight out of the oven, and then you put a little pesto,
set
and you're
that
ready
down
to serve.
right there so we can get a final picture.
Yes.
That looks absolutely great. Serve it with a little yellow rice, and it looks like some toasted bread there, and
here we
you
add a
are
little
good to go.
And
Recipe for it is on our website, mysuncoast.com. Click on the recipe tab, and it'll take you right there with Chef JR's video instructions. JR, thank you very much, sir.
Thank
Happy
you.
Thanksgiving to you.
Likewise. Thank you.